Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, welcome to another session. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So, quickly join in so that we can start our today's discussion. All right. So, today's discussion is all about your IE IFS Module C. So, which is completely practice driven subject, right? So everyone quickly join in and do let me know. I hope everyone is reached home now, right? So here we will be doing a comprehensive revision around the INIFS Module C. So when it comes to Module C, we have these many units which are generally part of this particular unit, right? So first, Indian financial system and overview. Then we have banking structure. Then we have banking laws, which include RBI Act and BR Act. Then we have DFIs. Then we have microfinance institution, NBFCs, insurance companies. Then we have your regulators and their role, reforms and development in banking sector itself. So these are the units which are generally part of our today's discussion. So again, we will be going through all these particular one by one. And anyone is here, guys? Everyone, quickly join in. So do let me know if all good from my side, so we can proceed with our first unit, right? So when it comes to unit number 20th, this is all about your an overview of Indian financial system, which include the different phases आपका historical based data as well as the present आपका banking scenarios and others. ठीक है, bit static. I hope you guys remember that this particular one. Okay, Kunal sir is saying कि आपका there is audio issue in this particular one. Anyone else is also facing same issue, guys? Can you please confirm? The present आपका banking scenarios. Kunal sir, can you please rejoin once आपका? Because for me it is fine. Anyone else is also facing the same issue, guys? If anyone is facing same issue, so I can rejoin from my end. So otherwise, आपका Kunal sir will rejoin. ठीक है? So this is something when it comes to the first unit, it is all about the introduction, the historical background of the banking system, right? So when it comes to banks, it is आपका section 5 which define the banking things, borrowing for the purpose of lending. So that is something which generally comes under this one. When it comes to the areas, financial system आपका formation, which we have discussed in detail in our module D itself. So financial intermediaries आपका, then we have financial market, instruments and financial services. That is the another part which is generally comes under this. Then we have organized and unorganized आपका financial system team. So when it comes to formal, it is means we do have some sort of regulatory bodies and others, right? The activities under that particular one is get regulated by the regulators, different regulators. Unorganized आपका, where we have this is something like money lenders, pony bankers, or cheat funds and relatives, related finance and others. That's generally part of this one. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Pradeep sir, very good evening. Other also guys, very good evening to all of you. Chal. So now the next one आपका, we have pillars, regulation pillars. So all these things will get repeated with your the areas. So we have RBI, which regulate banking system, SEBI, capital market, IRDA, PFRDA and others. Then when it comes to the historical background, pre-independence, आपका phase 1. Then we have post-independent first. This is also known as nationalization phase. Then we have 1991, the reforms phase, that is called reforms and deregulation. And the final phase आपका, which is defined as resilience and digitalization, right? So digitalization in the banking system. Historical aspect, I hope you guys remember these particular one. If not, please go through these particular one once at least, because one question you can expect around this particular data. The first bank आपका 1770 during the phase 1 basically. Then we have phase 2, nationalization phase. 2 major आपका nationalization time. One is 69 where 14 major bank got nationalized. 80 आपका where 6 other bank got nationalized, right? Then आपका 1991 आपका reforms, so which led many reforms, especially that financial sector reforms, Narsimham Committee 1 and review around these particular reforms, that is Narsimham Committee 2 आपका, right? So these were the two major reforms during that particular period. The overall आपका chronological structure of your global financial crisis 7-8, the present banking system which is driven by the digital things, now all these things aapka we will be practicing with the help of question itself. So the first question on your screen, guys, please quickly go through the question and try to answer all these particular one. So when it comes to module C, maximum question are from for half marks and 1 marks. Okay? What you will see experience in your examination, mostly the question will be for half marker and 1 marker, right? So 20 to 25 marks, again the similar set of weightage, but the fact based आपका questions are mostly there because this is something which is more static. So, and you cannot ignore this part. Consider the following statement regarding the structure and functioning of financial system. So, Sushil sir is saying option B. Other people also, guys, try. The first aapka, when it comes to the statement 1, capital formation in an economy fundamentally require a mechanism through which surplus funds are transferred from saving to entrepreneurs aapka lacking capital. Yes. Second statement aapka, the informal system, the absence of regulations typically lead to high transaction cost and high default aapka, right? So transaction cost is aapka low in this particular case, but the regulation part is missing from this one, right? So absence of regulation typically lead to usually okay high transaction cost and high default rate. Transaction cost is aapka when it comes to your unregulated market and all, informal, that should be correct aapka actually, sorry. So statement 2 should when it comes to money lenders and all, usually they aapka lend at a higher rate than others, right? And high default rate also. Informal financial arrangement historically play a significant role in the rural and underdeveloped region despite lacking the formal regulation. This is also correct. Fourth one, all non-bank financial institutions are prohibited from offering any financial product. No, this is aapka wrong. Not all aapka. The next one we have financial instrument may exist both aapka balance sheet and aapka intangible value added services. So basically we have your when we create the asset, the one is aapka balance sheet based lending, another one where we do not own those particular risk in our portfolios. Okay? That is where we are like the money lenders nowadays aapka we have na, like Cashy and others. So they are not owning, they are working as a mediator in that particular business itself. A financial market necessarily refer to the physical workplace, not necessarily. This is aapka again wrong. The price determination in financial market is influenced by aggregated decision of demand and supply participants rather than the aapka single entity. This is true. So 1 2 3 5 7 1 2 3 5 7. No, I guess there is some issue with the options aapka. Okay. So 7 statement is true, right? So the price determination in the financial market is influenced by aggregate demand of aggregate decision of demand and supply, that is called equilibrium. Yes. So option आपका your correct option should be 1 2 आपका 3. No, there is some आपका option mismatch in this case. It should be 1 2 3 5 and आपका 7. ठीक है, these should be the right answer. We will check the answer also, right? So first आपका option A, when it comes to this statement 2 is incorrect. No, informal system characterized by low transaction cost and relatively low default. No, this is आपका wrong ना. The transaction cost is आपका, it should be high. Just a minute, I'll cross check what it is given in the book itself, right? So okay, हाँ, so this is true. Sorry. ठीक है. So the low transaction cost, social trust and others, that is an early part of this one. ठीक है. So transaction cost is low. That means आपका that second statement is correct here. Please, sorry, incorrect here. Not high आपका, it is low means now we'll get the correct answer also. So that means आपका option A will be right answer for this. Multiple statements are there, so that's why this is the confusion. Please, yes, yes, yes. So that is the one. Okay, so this is आपका true. If the as whatever it is mentioned in book, आपका will follow that particular one. Okay, next one. Next question, guys. So consider the following statement with respect to evaluation of Indian banking system during pre-independence phase. So pre-independence phase, and you have to find out the correct answer. Yes, yes. Indra ma'am, it is आपका, that is true. Transaction cost is comparatively low in that particular case. So आपका, when it comes to Kautilya Arthashastra, contain early reference to organized banking institution operating under the state control. No, this should be wrong. So, this should be wrong. Okay. So there was no specific आपका mention around the state control and all. It is like how people are managing the finance, early finance आपका during that particular period. The second one is your the Bank of Hindustan 1770, regarded as the starting point of the formal Indian financial system. Although आपका cease operation in the early आपका 19th century. This is आपका correct, 100% true. Second statement. Third statement is three presidency bank, Bank of Bengal, Bank of Bombay, Bank of Madras. They merged आपका and created Imperial Bank in 1921. So it was आपका 1921. Later 1921 we आपका changed the ownership of Imperial Bank. We converted this particular one into your SBI 1955, July 1st, 1955. Next statement, guys. The establishment of Bombay Stock Exchange 1875 marked Asia's first stock exchange. This is also true. The establishment of RBI was recommended by Hilton Young Commission in 1935, primarily due to regulate the foreign exchange market. It was related to currency and all, and आपका recommended by the Hilton Young Commission. The committee was 1926, and it is related to the currency and all. 2, 3, 4. Do we have 2, 3, 4? Yes. Option B must be right answer for this particular one. So statement 1 आपका Kautilya Arthashastra does mention आपका creditors and lending practices, but it is not आपका state owned. The another one is आपका your RBI was recommended by Hilton and Commission. The primary reason was monetary and banking regulation, not आपका forex and others during that particular period. Alright, guys. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding the development of Indian financial system during post-independence phase, or which is also known as nationalization phase. So what will be your correct answer for this one? So the adoption of mixed economy model in India was initiated with the launch of the first 5-year plan in 1991, which emphasizes both public and private sector participation. The second one, RBI was nationalized after nationalization of State Bank of India. No, RBI got nationalized in 1949 under RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act, and SBI आपका 1955, right? So this statement is clearly wrong. Nationalization of 14 major banks in 1969 was aimed at extending banking services to neglect the sector like agriculture and this. Yes, like what was the primary motive behind that first nationalization was कि the core area of Indian economy get ignored by the private banks that time. So that's why government take the ownership. The establishment of regional rural banks 75 primarily आपका intent to enhance financial inclusion in rural areas. The Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation play a pioneering role in the underwriting capital issues and channelizing the foreign currency loan to private and this. Yes, this is also correct. The sixth statement आपका UTI Unit Trust of India established in 19 आपका 63, yes, remain under the regulatory control till 2015. No, it is not till 2015 आपका for sure. It was around uh, like 70 80s आपका, ठीक है, और the late 70s or the beginning of 80s was the period. So this must be wrong. The introduction of deposit insurance in India was triggered by the bank failures such as Lakshmi Bank and Play Central Bank, leading to establishment of DICGC in 1962. This is true. So 13457. 13457 means option D must be right answer for this particular. Very good, guys. Yes, everyone mark the correct answer for this one. Very good. Please do remember these particular facts. Aapka. These will help you in your upcoming examination also, right? Chalo, next question aapka. Next question. Some current related updates are also there along with the other fact. I have kept many questions so that every topic, aapka, every major subtopic will get covered while you'll go through this particular one again. Huh? So do आपका scroll out that PDF also. So you will see आपका more number of question in that particular one, so that you'll be having all the coverage around all the topics. Now, Indian banking system as on April 1st 2016, and you have to consider the correct statement. You have to find out the correct statement. So the number of public sector bank has remained unchanged since consolidation exercise of 2019-20, and the State Bank of India continue at as the dominant entity. This is आपका first statement is correct here, right? The number of private sector banks has increased आपका compared to 2021 due to new licensing and expansion. It got decreased actually in past few years, right? Even recently, that Paytm Bank also RBI cancelled the license for that particular one and others. The number of foreign banks operating in India shows a minor in आपका fluctuation owing to entry and exit आपका through the wholly owned subsidiaries and the branch restructuring. This must be correct. Fourth one is the total number of small finance bank returned to earlier level after the merger of small finance bank into AU आपका, ठीक है. This is also correct, right? So we have 11 earlier also, and now also I guess these are the 11 only. This should be correct. Even though all the payment bank license continue to exist, Paytm Payment Bank has faced regulatory restrictions आपका impacting a full scale operation since 2000. This. So recently आपका RBI come up with this particular one. So please do remember this one. 1345. 1345 means option A must be right answer for this particular one. So RBI put आपका limitation on this particular one, and they face आपका these kind of areas itself, right? So A will be right answer for this particular one. Next one, okay. Indian banking structure. The next topic which we have, again same thing आपका. Here we have different types of bank. So there are few areas like scheduled versus non-scheduled. That is आपका bit important. Then आपका local area banks, RRBs also get asked, differentiated banks. Then we have again the recent आपका reforms like neo banking and others. They get asked many time in your examination, right? So when it comes to this particular topic also, so you have to consider all the fact आपका. You have to have go through all these particular areas at least once and twice आपका. So that will help you in the revision itself, right? So banking, when it comes to section 5(1) subsection B, a banking means the accepting deposit of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft, and this the basic definition that will also come in your next unit itself. RBI, we have some major act आपका. These are the act which the banking activities that generally get governed through all these particular act in India itself, right? So when it comes to the structure आपका, we have commercial, scheduled banks, commercial and cooperative banks, and the differences between schedule and non-schedule also. Okay, this is also bit important that get asked many time in your examination. So please do remember this one. So banks, those who are part of second schedule of RBI Act 1934, so they have some special requirement and they do have some benefit also. Like आपका their paid up capital plus reserve should be greater than 5 lakhs and eligible to borrow from RBI at bank rate, and they are part of payment and settlement system act. Must maintain CRR SLR. When it comes to non-scheduled bank, आपका they are not listed in the second schedule. They are not cannot borrow from RBI. Only in some specific circumstances are there, right? No access to clearing houses and examples like some local area banks and others, which generally comes under this one. 1920th आपका consolidation. Last year they asked one question around this particular one. So sometime they generally test these particular areas. Please do remember this one. Okay. Now, when it comes to the core function of bank, so accepting deposit in the form of CASA and RAFA and the lending part, right? So bank, they also provide check facility, trust, आपका forex, letter of credit and safe deposit and others. That is the another way of acting now. So RRB is आपका Narsimham Committee, the authorized capital 2015 amendments in RRB Act. This is the areas. Local area bank आपका scheme 1996. They can operate in 2 to 3 contiguous district आपका, right? Non-scheduled mostly. When it comes to the other areas like NPCI, overall dealings and all. Then we have NARCL and bad bank. NARCL and आपका NetFed. These are very very important one again, and both will get repeated आपका with DFIs also. Especially NetFed आपका, that is very important because this is the आपका the recent DFI which we have, right? So when it comes to NARCL, it is known as bad bank. So which generally resolve the bad loans whose value is more than 500 crores and 51% of ownership which generally belongs to public sector bank. When it comes to your NAFID, infrastructure financing, another DFI like similar to NABARD, EXIM and others, we created this particular one with 1 lakh crores authorized dealers, authorized आपका capital and focus will be आपका long-term infrastructure finance, right? So as a DFI, it will not accept deposit from the customers. Please do remember this particular part also, very very important one. Initially held by आपका 100% government. Government can reduce it to 26%, and 1 lakh crores are the target areas in others. Then we have Fintech and TechFin. This also get asked last time also. You can expect question around this. The Fintech earlier, they are finance companies. They have integrated technology. Or when it comes to TechFin, आपका, they are a tech giant like Google. So they have entered into the finance things and all, right? So here we have these example and here we have these example. Digital lending आपका, this is again very very important one. So we have two type of loans आपका. One is balance sheet where the lender they create आपका asset in their own balance sheet, means they bear the credit risk. In case of marketplace lending, they act as a third party. आपका the institution, like as I gave you an example of Kashi, they are trying to create a thing between borrower and lenders, right? So they do not create any asset in their balance sheet. They generally work on the fee or commission basis and all, right? So that is something which is generally part of this one. Okay, chalo. Now let's practice the question itself. This module is more आपका about the practice. So I'll highly recommend unit wise or आपका module wise mock test for this particular one. No, Indra ma'am, there is no SS specification for them because they are the paid up capital requirement is part of the second schedule of RBI. So it means if you are not following those particular guidelines, means There is no specification for those particular bank, right? Okay, so many people are saying option D. Other people also, guys, quickly. So bank आपका ameliorate information asymmetry between the investors and borrowers by monitoring आपका borrowers or ensuring proper use of depositors rule. Depositors funds आपका true है. We work as a trustee in that case. Term deposit are payable on demand. Term deposit means आपका राफा, your recurring deposit and fixed deposit. They are not demand deposit आपका, right? Non-fund based facilities involve actual cash disbursement. No. When it comes to non-fund based आपका, uh, like let's say we have your LC or any guarantee and others, ठीक है? So letter of credit and all. So they are contingent in nature. ठीक है? They are contingent in nature. So that's why this is wrong. ठीक है? Next statement, banking as per section this involve accepting deposit for lending, repayable on this, true है. The next one is as section 7 of banking regulation act permit firm and individual to use the, no, it is not allowed. तो 1 in 4 means option D will be right answer. D आपका, ठीक है? It is not allowed. ठीक है? Section 7 of BR Act 1949, which is आपका, it is mentioned that act permit firm and individual to use the word bank or banking or banker in their business name, provided they are not companies. This is आपका like that is not allowed. Like let's say you cannot start anything आपका like your name, suppose that any आपका any areas आपका which is your kind of like let's say anything आपका like Ramesh Banking Limited or Bank Limited, they cannot use this one. ठीक है? Okay, हाँ, we have to find out not आपका incorrect. Yes. So incorrect means आपका the remaining one. Sorry, I also got this confusion. So 235. Yes. C आपका C is the correct answer. Everyone, guys. Yes. Sushil sir. So 235. Very good. So option C will be right answer for this particular one. You have to remember this correct or incorrect one also, huh? Otherwise you'll get confused sometime. Chalo, next one. The next one is your अच्छा, top it was correct क्या? अच्छा, okay, हाँ. So which of the following statement are correct? हाँ, then the second line आपका must be yes, Pradeep sir. चलो, तो next one आपका schedule आपका when it comes you will get 2 marks, grace marks. If any question will be wrong, you will get grace marks for the all will get grace marks for that particular one, even if there is a data or factual errors also. Next question. Schedule banks are included in the second schedule of RBI Act 34 and required to have paid up capital and raise funds आपका at least 5 lakh to qualify the schedule banks आपका. This is true. Schedule banks are not eligible to borrow from RBI. They are eligible. Non-schedule banks are not eligible. Non-schedule banks are included in the second schedule. They are excluded from that one. The next one is the capital requirement for non-schedule banks is governed by section 11 for the banking requirements in this. Yes, true hai. And scheduled banks are required to maintain CRR, which is prescribed by this one. This is true. CRR and SLR maintenance will applicable to them. 145 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Easy here, I guess, right? Chalo. Now this is also fact based. Okay, just allow me 1 minute, huh? Okay, chalo. So what you guys are suggesting? Option C. Okay, option C is the right answer for this one. Just allow me 1 minute. So first आपका local area banks in India, and you have to find out the correct statement. So foreign banks operating in India are permitted to function only through the branches and subsidiaries, and representative office are not allowed in any circumstances. This should be wrong. For second one is आपका the second statement is RBI mandate that foreign banks whose home country provide depositors preference liquidation must necessarily adopt as wholly owned subsidiary model for entry into the India itself. This is correct. Third statement, the minimum paid up capital requirement for foreign bank wholly owned subsidiary 500 crores, which is for the general bank also. That is also correct. A local area bank, scheduled commercial bank can operate आपका maximum 5, no, 3. Local area banks are required to primarily focus on mobilizing rural saving and financing agriculture, and thus this is 2. So 235 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Fifth state, local area banks are required primary. No, it is, sorry, it is आपका, it is not necessarily this. This statement can be wrong also, huh? Because it is about the local area bank. It is not necessarily, they can have some branch, mostly they are tapping to the semi-urban areas. They can have one branch in semi-urban urban area also, and the most of branches in आपका the other one, right? So it is not necessarily they are acting around the local areas. This should be wrong actually. Do we have 2 and 3? Yes. Option B must be right answer for this one. This is not about the RRB actually. So I'll go with huh. So while the local area bank focus on rural credit statement alone, not part of the correct structure evaluate. The question is frame आपका this as per the guidelines. So there is as such no mandate around that particular one. So that's why this is the case. Huh? Next one, guys. So with reference to the framework governing RRBs, consider the following statement. So the establishment of RRBs was based on the recommendations of Narsimham Committee, and they were created with the objective of strengthening the rural credit delivery through the institution like commercial bank, and this first one is to RRBs were first established through the legislative action 19 RRB Act is basically 1976, and within 1 year SAPA 25 RRBs was formed during this period. Third one is as per the structure framework, the authorized share capital of RRBs has been fixed to 2000 crores, 50% central government, 15% state, 35 sponsor, while the combined holding of central and sponsor cannot fall below आपका 51. This is also correct. The fourth one is RRBs are permitted to undertake all form of foreign exchange businesses. No. ठीक है, they mostly get आपका authorized dealers category 2 certification. ठीक है, when it comes to RRBs, so they generally get आपका category 2 certificate. So that this is आपका wrong. The next one we have as a priority sector norms monitored by the RBI. RRB 75% in this and 15% in आपका agriculture. This is correct, right? So 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 means आपका ऑप्शन सी मस्ट बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. करेक्ट है गाइस एवरीवन? सो ऑप्शन सी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. करेक्ट है एवरीवन? नेक्स्ट वन आपका, नेक्स्ट वन C, A, not A. Option C will be right answer for this. Very good. Indra ma'am, Sushil sir, Pradeep sir. I guess everyone marked the correct answer. Yes. Ashima ma'am also join us. Chalo. Next one, guys. Next question. Hello. Next one, guys. Next one. So when it comes to our next question, it is about the fintech, techfin, neo banking, and digital lending ecosystem in India. So fintech refer to the use of technologies such as API, cloud computing, machine learnings, AI, digital identity to enable the transform the delivery of the financial services. Second one, all fintech firms in India primarily serve a consumer directly and are not involved in enabling other financial. No, this is wrong, aapka, right? The third statement, aapka tech firms derive significant competitive advantages from large scale customers like Google and others, right? So they already having aapka huge customer base and all. They are leveraging from that particular one. Fourth one, TechFin operate in India are fully regulated by RBI, not in a same manner as NBFCs or bank. Wrong hai. Neobank in India are independently licensed by RBI and do not require partnership. They do require partnership and even not fully regulated. Sixth one is balance sheet lendings carry with the risk loan directly to their own balance sheet. Aapka yes. Marketplace lending or marketplace aggregators primarily match borrowers and lenders without intending to hold the loan on their balance sheet. So 1367. 1367 means option A only. Correct will be right answer for this particular one. Everyone, guys? Yes. Very good, guys. Option A. That is the right answer for this particular one. Correct? Chalo. Next one. NEFT, RTGS and CCIL. NEFT, RTGS and CCIL, which is generally part of this one. Next question, guys. So NEFT operate with 48 hours, 48 half-hourly batches, 24 into 7, 365 basis. Does not impose any minimum or maximum limit on the amount per transaction. Aapka. This is true. Next one, under the Indo-Nepal remittances, remitter can up to 2 lakh. No, it is aapka 50,000. Okay, so it is 50,000, right? 2 lakh per transaction and restrict on the total number of remittances. Okay, now we have increased this one to 2 lakh, I guess, but they can do up a multiple transactions. Second statement is for sure it is wrong. आपका RTGS earlier it was 50,000 actually. RTGS or real time gross settlement system transaction are settled individually and are final and irrevocable once they आपका proceed. Means irrevocable means you cannot cancel those particular one in between. RTGS operate with a floor limit of 2 lakhs transaction and also आपका multilateral net settlements file system like CCIL and this. This is also correct. Clearing Corporation of India act as central counterparty where contract are replaced through the novation, thereby eliminating counterparty credit risk between our trading parties in this. Yes. 1345. 1345 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. How many people mark the correct answer for this particular one, guys? Okay, one question around this. Yes. Option not all correct. Option C is the right answer for this one. Okay. Please do revise this one. I have kept other question also. And revision is very important. हाँ. Module C is completely static. So जितना ज़्यादा इसको आप go through करेंगे and you'll go through the statements and all, that will help you a lot, guys. So with reference to the role of NPCI in the Indian payment ecosystem, consider the following statement and you have to find out the correct one. So NPCI incorporated as non-profit company under Section 8 of Companies Act. That is true. The another one is it was set up as an initiative of RBI and IBA. 10 banks were a part of this one. This is also true. NPCI operate both NEFT and IMPS. NEFT, IMPS is product of NPCI, but NEFT is a product of RBI, right? NEFT and RTGS are product of RBI. Wrong hai. NPCI took over the NFS आपका from this. So NFS आपका, which is a shared network for the ATMs, which is currently owned by the NPCI. True है. A RuPay card issued under the NPCI ecosystem support debit, credit, prepaid transaction along with the National Common Mobility Card functionality and enabling this one. True hai. Then we have next one, Aadhaar payment bridge system is used to facilitate direct benefit transfers, government beneficiaries and all. Immediate payment services is a centralized payment system operated by NPCI. Wrong hai, not centralized. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct, guys? Any doubt? No? Very good. Everyone mark the correct answer. Okay. Now the next topic when it comes to module B, आपका unit 22 of module C. It is all about two major act, right? So you can expect 3 to 4 marks question around this. So all the sections, all the major section or the schedule or the part of your RBI Act as well as आपका BR Act, they are generally part of this particular curriculum itself, right? Along with the introduction of आपका RBI itself. So how RBI got founded? Hilton and Commission 1926. Then RBI Act was passed in 1934. We established RBI on April 1st, 1935. We nationalized RBI in 1949, January 1st, 1949 under Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948. RBI served as a bankers to Burma 1947 and APAS as a central bank until 1948 to the Pakistan also, right? So these are the areas. Then when it comes to RBI Act आपका, so central board constitution, like the central board of RBI where we have 21 members. So section 8 which generally govern all these particular ones. So governor plus 4 deputy governors, 4 directors, 10 directors. Then we have आपका 2 official nominated by the central government. When it comes to आपका the body corporate, it is a perpetual succession and common seal. It is a kind of a company which is registered as company under the Companies Act, and that's why it is having आपका these particular feature. Perpetual succession means death of proprietors or owner does not affect the life. Common seal which generally represent RBI in the important documents and all. Then we have local आपका board, 9 section 9, 4 regional board which are located in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai, and their head are generally appointed for आपका 4 years. Apart from this, section 19, business RBI cannot transit. This get asked many times. Please do remember this one. Very important one. So I cannot engage, RBI cannot engage in आपका trade activities. No mortgage आपका apart from the uses. ठीक है. Then we have unsecured आपका draw. Then we have no interest. And the stamp duties also is not part of this particular one, right? RBI is not liable for all those particular one. Section 2021, banker to the government, currency issuance आपका section 22. Then we have asset of issue department section 33, must hold gold, bullion and foreign and rupee securities backed by the liabilities. Monetary policy आपका section 45 ZB, ठीक है, that generally comes under that particular one. Then we have आपका audits and others which generally conducted by RBI in the different dimension. Then the another act is your RBI BR Act. Okay? So RBI Act, which generally all about the functioning of the organization itself, and BR Act is something which generally empower RBI to conduct the banking business and how they are going to supervise, monitor, and all these particular one in this particular case itself, right? So banking definition is also given in this particular case. So the overall banking definition is there. Section 45, which we have gone through earlier also. Apart from this, operational boundaries. I'll hide myself. So here we have आपका prohibited activities, section 8. 9 आपका immovable property, cannot hold आपका property beyond 7 years except own uses like residential things and all. Management control, section 10. No managing agent. Director must have आपका large conflicting business interest in others, must not have taken. 51% of board आपका which generally have knowledge from this particular area itself. Section 22 आपका which is license to the banking business. And then we have section 12, branch expansion, a prior approval from RBI. We have the other ones, section 12 also, which also define around the voting rights. Section 11, paid up capital. Apart from this, we have आपका the disclosure requirement, reserve funds and all. Dividend distribution. 29, publication of final accounts. Inspection. 35 आपका on any banking company. 36 आपका power to remove management prejudicial to the depositors interest of any bank. 30 आपका audit. 26 आपका return of unclaimed deposit for 10 years. Now we have this change for the 7 years also as per the latest amendments, and transfer to the depositors आपका education and protection funds. Cooperative bank, section 56 आपका state government and RBI which will be managing this. And when it comes to section 45, nomination for the deposit, so the amendment says आपका 4 nominee, we can have 4 nominees. Nomination for safe custody और आपका lockers in different ways, right? Chalo, now let's practice some question and try to recall this particular one. So the act was enacted among the other purpose to regulate the issue of banknote and maintain reserve and monetary stability. The primary objective of monetary policy under the act is price stability, also keeping growth in view. Chapter 3 of the act आपका which deal with the penalties. No, chapter 5 deal with the penalties आपका, ठीक है, this is wrong. Chapter 3F आपका act related to monetary policy, this is true. The next one is the act is contained to schedule in addition of this structure आपका, ठीक है, so which is आपका schedule 1, schedule 2 apart from the schedule 3, right? So and 1 2 4 5 1 2 4 5 means option B must be right answer for this particular one. What you guys have mentioned? Yes, very good. Next one guys, next question. Regarding the provision of RBI Act 1934, provision of RBI Act 1934, what will be your correct answer? Also guys, those who are watching on YouTube, please try to answer. What is the point otherwise of doing this live? So, what will be your correct answer for this? The Reserve Bank of India was constituted to take over the management of currency, the central government, and carry the banking business under the act. True hai. The next one is your the capital of RBI under the act is 5 crores, not the 50 crores. ठीक है? So it was 5 crores आपका, not 50 crores, divided by rupees 10 share. Meeting of the central board must be held at least 6 times in a year and at least once in a aqua quarter. This is central board meetings आपका 100% true. RBI is permitted to grant loan upon the security of shares of the banking companies and all right. RBI is permitted to grant loan upon the security of shares of banking company. No, this is wrong. Member of local board appointed आपका this tenure for 4 years. Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai basically and reappointed for आपका overall 8 years. This is 2. 135. 135 means option A must be right answer for this particular one. Let's see. Yes, very good guys, well done. Okay, I guess you guys remember all these fact and all. Next one guys. So RBI has the sole right to issue banknote in India, and central government sees issue currency note after the implementation of the relevant आपका provision. Correct है? RBI is permitted to reissue torn note. No, they are not आपका. Any series of banknote of any denomination may cease to a legal tender if so declared by the central government on the recommendation of the central board. Scheduled banks are required to maintain CRR with RBI on a percentage of NDTL only, right? This is also a percentage. Sorry, it is not NDTL. It is only demand liability. It is आपका DTL, demand and time liability both. Not only demand liability. Wrong है. See, this question is very smartly get framed. The asset of the issue departments must be at least equal to the total liabilities of the issue department. Yes. So 135 means option D must be right answer for this particular one. How many people got tricked with this one? D. Very good. D will be right answer for this one, guys. There are few people who generally got tricked with this particular one. Option D, guys. Everyone. Next one. So, with reference to RBI and आपका current developments, consider the following one. So, RBI continue to enjoy exemption from the income tax on income, profit, and gain under the RBI. Yes, RBI does not have to pay any income taxes. RBI can be placed in liquidation through ordinary proceeding of Companies Act. No, only central government can do so. This is wrong. First schedule bank to RBI Act आपका classify India into 4 आपका local and western, northern and eastern आपका. Yeah, this should be correct. During 25-26 आपका changes were notified in the second schedule through the inclusion and exclusion of certain regional bank. Yes. 134 means option A only must be right answer for this one. So this is incorrect. RBI cannot be liquidated through the Ordinary Companies Act procedure. It can be placed in liquidation by order of, only by order of आपका central government, and such a manner is directed in that act itself, right? So central government is having ultimate right in that case. Now the question is BR Act, Banking Regulation Act, legal development. आपका 1st April 2026. So some updates are there. We have tried to cover those particular one also. So the act was originally enacted as आपका Banking Companies Act 1949 and later renamed as BR Act. Banking आपका under the act include acceptance of deposit from the public for lending or investment, repayable on demand, or and आपका withdrawable by check. This true है. The next one is any manufacturing company accepting public deposit only for financing its own business is automatically आपका no. Next one is your under the BR Act 2025 amendments, substantial interest आपका under the relevant provision of BR Act was increased to 2 crores. That is also true. Certain provision of the banking law were brought into force from 1st August 2025, like आपका that check system or your what it is called, the nomination and others were things which generally comes under this one. So 1245 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. So आप clarify the engage of manufacturing in this and the other areas. Please go through this. Hello. हाँ सर, टेल मी. हाँ सर, मैं हाँ एक क्लास में था, आप ही के क्लास में था. सर 10 o'clock के अराउंड. हाँ ओके डन सर. हाँ okay. So with reference to BR Act 1949 and current आपका legal position in India, you have to find out the correct statement. तो first आपका the banking company may undertake leasing and factoring if such business is specified, recognized, permissible under law and notified आपका areas. Yes, that is आपका departmental or standalone वाला kind of things, right? The another one is your para banking activity basically. A banking company can freely engage in trading of goods. No, prohibited आपका, right? The next one is a banking company may hold immovable property acquired in satisfaction of claim, but such holding is subject to statutory time limits आपका 7 years and others, and apart from the for the personal uses also, or if you want to hold it is can be maximum for 7 years. Every company using the word bank in its name automatically get authority to carry on the banking business. This is completely wrong. It is not even, it is restricted आपका, not allowed. A person who is a director of another banking company is generally disqualified आपका simultaneously serving as a director of this. True है. So 135 means option C must be right answer for this particular one. Correct guys? So statements 2 was wrong. Under section 8 and related provision, banking companies are prohibited from आपका directly or indirectly dealing with buying and selling of this. Then this is also bank, it is not allowed under आपका circumstances, right? Next question. वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. हाँ पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने, मतलब अब ये बताओ व्हाट यू वांट फॉर फ्रॉम मी इन नेक्स्ट 2 days 3 days आपका. shall we proceed with the AFM things, or you want आपका more practice around IE and IFS and all? Yesterday you guys told me around AFM. AFM, like everyone is worried about AFM, but believe me guys, IE and IFS is आपका more tougher paper, right? We'll do AFM from tomorrow itself, right? So tomorrow आपका onwards we will be doing at 6:30. So 6:30 o'clock we will be doing आपका, right? So 6:30 to आपका 9, so that we'll get enough time आपका, or at least 8:30 to 9. 9 o'clock ma'am will be starting from the PPB revision also from tomorrow onwards. So 6:30 onwards we will be doing the AFM things, right? Chalo. With reference to BR Act 1949, subsequent amendments applicable to this, a company cannot carry a banking business in India unless it hold license issued by RBI under section 22. That is आपका true. The first statement is correct here. Second statement, under section 20, banking company is permitted to grant loan on security of its own shares. No. Under the आपका section 17, own shares means, let's say if I'm running some company, I have some shares, based on that particular one they cannot grant loan. Under section आपका 17, every banking company incorporated in India generally required to transfer net loss, sorry, not less than 20% of their annual profit to this is आपका correct aim. So like let's say if you are running a bank, your profit is supposed at 100 crores during that period. So first you have to issue 20% to your reserve and surplus, and remaining 80% you can distribute among the shareholders. So before distributing dividend, you have to transfer this much. In general, in some banking आपका for some specific categories it is 25% also, but आपका in general it is 20%. The ceiling on voting right of shareholders in banking company can be increased by the RBI in phased manner up to 26%. This is also correct. The banking law आपको 25, substantial interest to 2 crores. This is a repeated statement. 1345. 1345 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct है guys? Okay. चलो ठीक है. Next one. Next question on your screen. So with reference to provision under BR Act 1949, nomination facilities, acceptance of deposit, and regulation of cooperative banks in India, consider the following statement, and you have to find out the correct statement. A depositor holding an account singly or jointly with other may nominate only one individual to receive the deposit amount upon the death. Payment to such nominee give valid discharge to the bank also. ठीक है? So it is आपका, it is a holders rightly joining this may nominate only one. Yes, it is आपका choice of that person. They can nominate to one or आपका to four also, up to four also. In case of custody, safe custody, sorry, arrangement with the bank, nomination facilities available, enabling return of the articles to the nominee upon the death of the customer also. This is also correct. In the locker facility hired solely by the individual, the nominee may be given आपका access to locker, remove आपका content and contains and higher after death and subject to applicable procedures. This should be also correct, right? Next one. Under section 49A BR Act, NBFC registered with RBI may accept deposit आपका withdrawable by check. No, check is basically they are not part of the payment and settlement system, so that's why it is wrong. April 1st 26 आपका cooperative banks, when it comes to the cooperative banks in India continue under the framework of involving RBI regulation of banking function. Certain आपका incorporation and management aspect from this one. This is also correct, right? So 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 means आपका option D. What we have to find out the correct statement. Na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. Option D must be right answer for this particular one. Correct, guys? Not A आपका, it is option D. 1, 2, 3 and 5. Here it is आपका correctly mentioned. But when it comes to this, it is आपका section deposit आपका withdrawal check. Even NBFC registered with RBI, not they cannot आपका have this particular facility and all. Next question. Okay. Now the development financial institution, mostly if you go for the book content आपका, there is lots of content related to the historical backgrounds and other things. ICSA also, IDBI also. But these last 4 5 आपका are very very important one. Though we have created question for all the areas as well, so you can take that particular one as a reference, right? So DFIs, when it comes to the differences between commercial bank and DFI, commercial bank, they are targeting short-term profit focus, low risk tolerance, and आपका shorter gestation period for the project. When it comes to this long-term, high risk appetite and आपका low initial yield tolerance, आपका that is the case. So to develop some specific areas and all, we come up with these particular institution. Like every DFI is having a designated area. The newly built one is your infrastructure related areas. That is called NEFID. So core objective is accelerate the overall economic growth, allocation of resources to priority sector, promote rapid industrialization and job creation, encourage the triple P model, develop entrepreneurial skills आपका, especially when it comes to CDB and others. So when it comes to the classification, this classification also get asked many times. Please do remember this. Timeline first आपका. Do remember the first DFI in India was IFCI. Then आपका State Finance Corporation Act was started. IDBI was established in 1964. Then आपका 82 EXIM. Then 90 आपका SIDB. Then आपका 2021. The latest one is your NEFID itself, right? So here, when it comes to the all आपका DFIs and all, so we have mentioned the functions and others of these particular one or the different schemes. So please do remember all these one. Exim Bank, export import, very important one. Huh? No, आपका NABARD, as we all know about this one, ठीक है, rural and other areas. 3 functions, overall functions categorized under 3 categories: financial, developmental role, and आपका supervisory role. They just get asked many times from, if the question is around the NABARD, so they mostly go for this particular portion of आपका the NABARD function and all, right? Then the latest one, the very important one, like for sure you'll see one question around the NEFID आपका. So NEFID, the objective and the mandates आपका in infrastructure financing, bond market developments, and आपका investments in the infrastructure related this, and policy advocacy. So these are the areas which generally part of this particular one. All right, chalo. Now let's go through some question also. So, आपका India's development financial institution have evolved significantly since post-independence era. So this is आपका the latest one. So NEFID was created to strengthen the long-term structure and development market in India. Second one, SIDB, focus primarily on MSME promotion, refinancing, direct financing support. आपका the next one, NABARD, an apex development institution for agriculture and rural. April 1st 2026, development financial institution in India except आपका retail saving and others. No, this is wrong. As on 1st April 26, RBI recognized all India financial institution include NEFID, SIDB, NABARD, NHB and EXIM. This is true. So 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 means option A, will be right answer for this particular one. Very easy one, guys, right? Next one. Now I have some question. I have kept some question also related to the other areas also, so you can go through those one. Shruti ma'am, आपका I guess you are following the last year's session आपका, right? So I have texted you somewhere also. See what we have done. ठीक है? One said there is I have created one folder आपका the folder in the name of JIB May 2026 आपका live class recording. ठीक है? If you'll go for that particular one, you will see आपका all the 45 units from your IE and IFS. The things which you are watching, that is आपका the old one. ठीक है? The old videos I guess you are watching in that case. So please आपका change the shift to the new things आपका. ठीक है? So see, like every time we upgrade the content आपका, right? This is the second set which we have updated in this for this particular session itself. Please do ping me on. I'll share this one. Recourse, non-recourse is without guarantee. We have with or without recourse वाला concept ना. तो non-recourse is basically आपका mostly it is आपका without any sovereign guarantee or the issuer guarantee in others. So consider the following statement. Now what people are saying for this option A. Indra ma'am is saying A. Pradeep sir, Munisami sir, Ashima ma'am is saying option B. Let's check the answer first. So NAFED was created to dedicate आपका development of this. There is no doubt around this. ठीक है. Second one, ICICI Bank originated from the development financial institution, later transformed into universal banking आपका. ठीक है. True है. Earlier it was a development bank. Now it is majorly known for the commercial transaction. ठीक है. They started accepting public deposit and others. As of April 2026. IDBI Bank has already been fully privatized, and no government stake, LIC stake are others also there, right? So this should be wrong, aapka. This should be wrong. LIC generally own around 20 or some, like the maximum things in that particular case. Even some government stake is also left in that case. One major reason for the decline of the traditional DFI model in India was increasing competition commercial bank in this, yes. The next one is universal banking refer to a model where same institution may provide commercial banking, investment banking, this true. So all the commercial bank or our banks, they are universal banks, right? 1, 2, 4, 5 means आपका option A will be right answer for this particular one. Correct guys? Everyone? Okay. Sure. Now next one, we will be practicing all the 5 आपका DFIs one by one. So small SIDB आपका, and you have to find out the correct statement related to SIDB. So these questions are based on the functions of SIDB and others. Privatization is like, it is means the statement is saying कि आपका it is आपका government have sold 100% in that particular one and exited from that one. No, that is not the truth. They have done some sort of disinvestment in that particular bank. So the SIDB was established in 1990 under the आपका SIDB Act 1989. So this is आपका true. Lucknow is the headquarter. What I remember this. SIDB started operation taking IDBI portfolio relating to the small scale sectors. SIDB was originally constituted as wholly owned subsidiary of it's a solely on it's a wholly owned subsidiary of Government of India, not RBI. NHB was earlier, which was owned by RBI. Then later, आपका RBI sold that particular one to Government of India. SIDB provide only direct finance to MSME, does not engage in refinancing. It does. This is also wrong. Under the SMILE scheme, loan tenures may extend up to 10 years, including moratorium periods and others. The next one is under the indirect finance, should be assist आपका bank NBFCs in this. They generally lend through them. The next one is आपका bank, India aspiration funds was set up with the support of RBI to promote the equity and equity-based investments in startups and MSMEs. This is also correct. 12567. 12567 means option D will be right answer for this particular one. Correct. So statement 2, it is आपका subsidiary of Government of India. It provide both direct finance and indirect finance. Rest all are correct here. Next one, D आपका yes. So which of the following statement correct regarding Export Import Bank EXIM? So EXIM was established under EXIM Act 1981 and began operation in 82. The another one is it provide the bank is privately managed institution with आपका minority shareholding of government and all. No, this आपका this is wrong. It is a subsidiary of Government of India. One of the function of bank is refinancing bank and financial institution engaged in foreign trade or especially exporters आपका. The next one, buyers credit of Exim Bank can be used by Indian companies for importing foreign goods into India and आपका revolving buyers credit आपका buyers credit we have two type of credit, buyer and supplier credit. So buyer credit Exim Bank can be used by Indian companies for the no it is this should be wrong आपका right, this should be wrong, right? So yes, because like mostly when it comes to buyers or sellers credit, the importers or exporters bank they get involved, not the these kind of thing. They provide line of credit. So Exim provide आपका line of credit on behalf of Government of India. Line of credit are extended overseas institution and government to facilitate import of Indian goods. आपका yes, as we did to Maldives or Sri Lanka and all. Exim Bank provide overseas investment finance to Indian companies for investment in their foreign joint ventures or wholly owned subsidiaries. Yes, it does. The next one is Exim Bank independently clear all project export proposal irrespective of value. No, that project more than after some limits. So we have different committees also. Banking advisory service of Exim help Indian firm to locate overseas distributors and buyers and partners. Yes. So the marketing advisory service of Exim which generally help our exporters to find out the new destination so where they can do the trade. Research and analytic आपका wing which publish the studies in this is also correct. 1356 135689 means option A only must be right answer for this particular one. How many people mark option A? Yes, A will be right answer, guys. Why option C? A will be correct answer for this one, not C. It's A, na. What is the correct? What we have to find out? Correct statement only. So what is the one? आपका अच्छा okay 134 is wrong आपका यार ठीक है 4 is आपका wrong when it comes to this one. So it is आपका buyers credit Exim Bank means to support the export of Indian goods, not आपका import also if they are getting involved in that particular one. Next one guys. So NABARD, and you have to find out the correct statement. So NABARD was established in आपका July 1982. Recommendation was graphic art committee to review agriculture and finance. Sorry, a committee to review agriculture credit for finance, agriculture and I just missed the full form. आपका agriculture and financial for credit for agriculture and rural development, financial and institutional credit committee to review arrangement for financial and institutional credit for agriculture and rural development, which is led by or headed by B. Subramanian. So statement 1 is आपका true here. The statement 2 आपका NABARD took over the refinancing function of RBI. No. RBI loan from the RIDF to state government fall under the NABARD direct lending power otherwise than the way of the refinance. RIDF, this is a kind of where usually we do the budgetary allocation and all. After NABARD conduct in statutory inspection of state cooperative, and these particular one true hai. The next one is NABARD district level potential link credit plan primarily estimate industrial export potential in urban infrastructure. NABARD district level आपका potential link credit plan is, it is not आपका related to this and not, ठीक है. This is basically आपका related to that आपका the core areas of NABARD itself, not these industrial things and all. The 134 means option C must be right answer for this particular one. So potential link आपका plan is district planning tool focusing on priority sector आपका all these particular areas, not the industrial support and others. The statement thus is refinancing. It is like wrong. Next one, NHB, National Housing Bank, and you have to find out the correct one. No. Sushil sir, not आपका NABARD full form. NABARD full form I remember. That graphic card. When it comes to graphic card, na, graphic card is basically the name of the committee was graphic card, which is headed by B. Subramanian. So graphic card was committee to review arrangement for आपका financial and institutional credit for agriculture and rural development. Okay, that was the full form of that graphic card committee, which was headed by the B. Subramanian. So most of the time you'll see it's a Subramanian committee. We generally used to say we have founded that particular one based on B. Subramanian committee and all, right? Banking awareness, like during the exam आपका ना, earlier I used to teach for the आपका banking awareness वाला things, so that time this point was there. So nowadays they do not ask banking awareness, they only ask current affairs and all, right? So National Housing Bank, and you have to find out the correct one. So NHB extend the refinance support to housing development granted by the primary lenders to individual beneficiaries in this. NHB directly finance only private real. No. This is completely wrong, right? NHB has played आपका facilitator role in promoting housing finance institution in this. Correct है? The next one is your NHB supervised holding आपका housing finance sectors through the both on-site and off-site things. This is also true. Under the recent development, RBI has assumed the regulatory role over the housing finance companies and continue to आपका certain supervisory function in not recent development. RBI has assumed this. This because RBI have sold out this NHB to the government also, right? So this should be correct. 1, 3, 4. Do we have 1, 3, 4? Yes. Option B must be right answer for this one also, right? So earlier B आपका B, ठीक है? Earlier this was directly owned by RBI and RBI used to give directives through the NHB also. But when RBI exit from this one, now the overall areas आपका the guidelines and all that is defined by the RBI itself. Next one we have NEFID. Okay, so NEFID, and you have to find out the correct statement around the NEFID also. NEFIT. This topic is bit boring also, huh? But anyhow, you have to go through all these statements. Practice will help you in this case. So NEFIT is regulated by RBI as आपका All India Financial Institution under the RBI Act 1934. NEFIT is regulated by RBI that as आपका All India Financial Institution, it comes under this one. True है. Uh, as as of 1st April 26, NEFIT is only owned subsidiary of the आपका this, that is true है. NEFIT successfully raised funds through 10 years bond आपका and carrying the coupon around 7.4%. That next one also, that is correct. NEFIT can undertake short-term borrowing only for the managing asset liability mismatch. In general purposes, they go for the long term. So they generally raise through funds through issuing bonds or derivatives. NEFIT is permitted to be placed into liquidation before through an order of any CLT or National Company Law Tribunal under Companies Act. No. Again, this can be only liquidated by the central government, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 means option C must be right answer for this particular one. How many people? Again, option B. Why so? What was option B? Now I have to check option B. 1, 3, 5. 2 is also right, and this is also right, guys. Okay? 2 is chalo fine. It is a current affairs or आपका, but 5 is which is आपका blunder. So you have to remember this. Similar to that, RBI also. This is आपका. ठीक है? When we form this particular one, they have clearly mentioned around this particular case. Huh? It can be liquidated only by order passed by the central government in such manner as direct, not by the NCLT liquidation things. Correct here? Next one. Okay. Microfinance Institution, MFI. Now, next two units are very, very important from this one. So, areas like आपका Grameen Bank model, delivery, SSG, GLGs, regulatory frameworks, direction and all. These are very important. And NBFC also, the another important topic from this particular unit. So when it comes to microfinance, banking services for low income individual group without access to formal आपका financial service. And even we have bank refinance facilities also here to foster self-sufficiency and economic empowerment. So the आपका overall inclusion, earlier it was focused around the micro saving, then we आपका micro credit, micro enterprises. Now it also include micro insurance, आपका remittances and pension also, right? So we have two areas. One is informal, where we have money lenders, mahajans, Rob, landowners in this. And then we have आपका formal, where we have self-help groups, MFIs आपका self-help group 3 model 1 to 3, and MFI आपका non for profit, then mutual benefit and NBFC MFI, right? So here high risk आपका unserious interest, it is decided by the people only, team. Unregulated, here all the things are mostly directed in that case. Alright guys, so some historical data also, you have to go through all these particular at least once आपका, I'll suggest, though maximum things will get covered, आपका all the important things will get covered, especially this we have already done, this we have already done, this is also already done. आपका this is the first SSG that you have to remember. Then आपका SSG linkage program, we launched this one in 1992 on a pilot project. Financing आपका become private priority sector, and today a massive regulated industry also. Here Grameen Bank model, this get asked maximum time, we have seen this particular one. So please do remember the name of Professor Muhammad Yunus and from where this model gets started and others, that is the area. Then the data which I have kept here also. When it comes to the delivery models, team, basically in MFI also we have all these particular one which we have discussed earlier. Then we have self-help groups, again very important one. So their areas and all. Then we have this is again very important, the most important so far, your आपका self help group bank linkage program. So model A आपका where's bank and self help group direct connection. The most famous one is model 2, where NGO they generally work as a promoters or facilitator in that particular case. So what we have, bank is like SSG is promoted by the NGO to the bank. Then bank will directly finance to the आपका SSG. Third model is same, but here bank will give loan to NGO, NGO to self-help group. But this is the model which is most popular in our case. Bank lend to group, not to individual, means self-help groups आपका, and the ratio is basically 1 to 1 or max to max आपका 1 to 4. तो saving to loan ratio is maximum आपका 1 to 4, right? The next one is when it comes to JLGs. So this is they are part of the SSGs only, but their requirement is higher side. So they have to form a different group within the आपका SSG so that they can achieve or they can get loan for the infrastructure or the bigger project comparatively high loan amounts and all. So mid segment client are these 4 to 10 members, individual loan with mutual guarantee. One person is taking loan and others are providing guarantee to that particular loan. Member can be SSG and JLG for enterprise simultaneously. That is the case. Differences between these two, again very important one. Then fair practices code आपका, that is again bit important from this one. So please go through these one. Gopal sir, I have uploaded one PDF आपका, ठीक है. Actually, I have taken that session on आपका that class itself. So what I'll suggest now, if you are part of any course, so you'll get that one. Otherwise, you can go through the PDF. Huh? I have uploaded that PDF. So what will be your correct answer, guys? So RB under the RBI harmonized regulatory framework, the easier our distinction between NBFC, MFI, and other regulated lenders for the qualifying microfinance loan has largely shifted toward a common household income, आपका 3 लाख वाला threshold, and repaying obligation आपका monthly income का 50%, right? So that is means who can avail loan under the आपका microfinance household having आपका income of 3 lakhs per annum, and they are when their bank is giving or MFI is giving loan to them, so their EMI can be maximum 50% of their monthly income, right? Second, microfinance include only microcredit and exclude products such as, nowadays they are doing these kind of things also. Self-help group in India are linked significantly to the banking system. So banking, that is called SSG, Bank Link Program led by NABARD. Mohammad Yunus pioneered the Grameen Bank model in Bangladesh, where group-based आपका lending become globally influential in the microfinance. The next one is April 1st, 26. Every microfinance loan in India must legally be collateral backed. No, आपका they are mostly without collateral. ठीक है, they are mostly without collateral. तो 134 means A must be right answer for this particular one. What our Janta is doing. Pradeep sir, Sushil sir, why D? What is the maximum limit self-help growth for both urban and rural? Self-help group. This should be part of the your bank the bank policy up. I'll cross check this one. Why D guys for this one? A will be right answer for this one, huh? Ashima ma'am only mark the correct answer. Okay, chalo. You got it where you went wrong, आपका? Think everything was fine in this statement. The only these two statement. So that is the case. Next one. Okay, try this, everyone. So with reference to the latest framework regarding the self-help group, and joint liability groups in India, consider the following statement. Naresh sir is saying option A. Very good, Naresh sir. Chalo, at least someone answered the question, huh? बैंक में सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप बहुत हैं सर. Yes. And that limit, if आपका मुनिस्वामी sir, that limit is also depend on the आपका their savings, ठीक है. So it is 1:1. Let's say a self help group is having 1 lakh rupees, so they can get 1 lakh rupees loan or max to max आपका 4 lakh based, that is in discrimination with the RBI itself, sorry bank itself. तो bank can decide that particular thing. For your question आपका मुनिस्वामी sir, ऑप्शन सी, एवरीवन इज सेइंग आपका ऑप्शन सी. हाँ, आशिमा मैम के बैंक में बहुत सारे एसएसजीज हैं, इसलिए उनका आंसर करेक्ट है ऐसा. चलो नेक्स्ट वन. एसएसजीज मे ओपन सेविंग अकाउंट in the same name of the group even if they have not yet availed any bank credit facility. Yes. Under the simplified KYC CDD customer due diligence for all self generally required at the time of openings. At the time of saving account, it is not required for all members. Lending by bank to eligible SSGs as part of the priority sector lending counted under the weaker section. Yes. The next one is your joint liability group, generally 4 to 10 people, socio backgrounds obtained without collateral. Yes, it is without collateral. Under the self-help group, आपका bank linkage model 2, where NGO act as facilitator agency while bank directly pay आपका loan to the customers or the self-help group. True. 1, 3, 4, 5. Yes, option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. Next one. Fair practice guidance team. So RBI fair practice guideline, fair practice code to NBFCs, including microfinance. So when it comes to fair practice guidelines, they are similar to bank, right? So mostly you will be able to answer these type of question. Fair practice guidelines. So RBI current microfinance framework has moved away from the earlier category specific NBFC MFI pricing cap and now require lender to adopt a board approval policy ensuring that interest rate are not आपका usurious or excessive to the customers. Then another one is lenders providing microfinance loan are required to furnish fact sheet of borrowers coordinating price and this is also correct. Third one is under the present framework, borrower can receive microfinance loan only from institution classified as, no, it is not necessarily. Recovery practices must be non-coercive. Lender are expected to have board approval policies governing conduct in this. Yes. The next one is your RBI permit lender to levy payment penalties. No, they are restricted from this one. 1 to 4. 1 to 4 means option A will be right answer for this particular one. What you guys have done? Option D. Huh? Only Susil San mark the correct answer, I guess. Yes. So option A will be right answer for this particular one. Next question, guys. Okay. NBFCs. The another important topic from this particular case. NBFC is also very important one, right? So we have many areas under this, like the historical evolution is one. Regulators of NBFC half marks every time they ask question around chit fund, आपका निधि companies and all. Then we have types of NBFCs, the most important one, fund based and non-fund based, liability and non-liability, activity based classification and all. Concept of आपका own fund and net own funds. Own fund minus investment in subsidiaries and associate, net own funds, which are way with the recent आपका they have increased this particular one to 10 crore. Earlier it was 2 crores. Bank finance to NBFCs, आपका फेयर प्रैक्टिसेस गाइडलाइंस, स्केल बेस आपका रेगुलेशन इज ऑल्सो देयर, ठीक है, आपका बेस लेयर, मिडिल लेयर, आपका टॉप लेयर एंड अपर लेयर. So that is the classification also, which is generally part of this particular one. So NBFCs, when it comes to the differences, they are similar to bank but cannot accept the demand deposit, not part of payment and settlement system, and आपका DICGC is not applicable to them also, right? So when it comes to the areas, the regulation, so this is the chart which will help you to get half marks. One, especially this area, आपका निधि companies, which is regulated by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Chit funds आपका state governments, IRDA, this is easy, and आपका this is also easy, right? So please do remember this one or do revise this particular part itself. So now when it comes to classification, first liability based classification, deposit taking and non-deposit taking. So deposit taking means those who are authorized to accept public deposit, so strict to आपका capital adequacy and liquidity requirement, and these all categorized under the आपका middle layer in scale based classification. When it comes to आपका non-deposit taking, not permitted to accept public deposit, regulated but आपका different compliances. Systematically important आपका threshold is 500 crores and above. They are generally known as domestic systematically important NBFCs. Based on activity आपका we have asset finance companies, आपका investment companies, loan companies, आपका microfinance, infrastructure and housing companies and others. Concept of fund आपका own funds means आपका the paid up equity capital, free reserve, accumulated profit from past. If you minus investment in subsidiaries, companies, joint venture and associate, it become आपका net own funds. So earlier it was 2 crore, but now RBI has increased this particular one to 10 crores, right? Please do remember this one also. So when it comes to certificate of registration, so requirement under section 45 IA of RBI Act, application to RBI, RBI will check the आपका financial standing, then आपका this 10 crores, so now remove this, and आपका then they'll get the certification also. Ombudsman is also there, right? So it is all deposit taking NBFCs will be part of the ombudsman. Non-deposit taking NBFC asset side 100 crores and above, mostly they come under the middle layer. आपका the cases similar to bank आपका, they are also the customers of NBFCs, they also can avail those particular one. Then we have fair practices code. So we have vernacular language आपका, ठीक है. All agreement and communication must be in language understood by the borrower. Transparency, interest rate must be annualized and the processing fee आपका clearly disclosed. Ethical conduct, no undue harassment or आपका persistent borrowing, so bothering of the borrowings and responsiveness, ठीक है. So consent of account transfer request must be communicated within your how many days? That is called your आपका 21 days itself, right? So that is the case in this particular one. Apart from this, in your book it is given something like this, scale based regulation. So when it comes to this, आपका first we have base layer up to 1000 crores, sorry, then middle layer 1000 to 5000 crores. Apart from this, like if you'll go for the in general na, there is assets आपका no asset size, ठीक है. So first we have anyone having asset आपका more than 5000 crore, they'll be part of this. And top 10 आपका, ठीक है. So top 10 NBFCs, they'll be part of this, which is defined by the RBI. When it comes to top layer, usually this list remain आपका vacant, ठीक है. Very rarely RBI put someone in this particular case. This list आपका usually remain आपका vacant. Only 3 layers आपका where you will see the NBFCs. Base layer आपका, middle layer and upper layer. If RBI think कि this NBFC is very important, which the failure of that NBFC can lead to some sort of systemic failures in the system or in the field of NBFCs. Then RBI can put आपका in the top layer. Otherwise, mostly this आपका remain vacant आपका, right? So that is the case in this particular one. Then we have bank finance. तो prohibited uses आपका unsecured loan or intercorporate deposit, investment in share or debenture, and bill आपका discounting. तो when bank credit cannot be used by the NBFCs for these particular areas. For exception आपका rediscounting of bill for commercial vehicle is allowed if drawn by manufacturer on dealers or represent आपका genuine sale or bona fide आपका trade agreements among the parties and all, right? Okay, chalo. Now let's practice some question. Okay, so which of the following statement regarding NBFC in India are correct? So NBFC cannot accept demand deposit and APA cannot issue check drawn on themselves. Housing finance companies continue to be regulated primarily by NHB for the prudential supervision from this one, RBI, not NHB. Under the revised RBI framework, the minimum net own funds required for this is to 10 crores. Now it is 2. Earlier it was 2 crores. RBI scale-based regulation framework classify NBFC base layer, middle layer, upper layer, and top layer. Companies whose principal business in is agriculture, industrial activities, sale, purchase of goods, आपका are generally outside the NBFC definition. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. How many people, guys? Yes, very good. B will be correct answer for this. Next one. With reference to the regulation and classification of NBFC, you have to find out the correct statement. So, आपका all deposit taking NBFCs are placed as base layer irrespective of the asset size, middle layer. All deposit taking NBFCs, irrespective of their size, they'll be part of the middle layer. Just now we talk about this. Non-deposit taking NBFCs with asset size below 1000 crores are part of base आपका layer and others. And in April 26, RBI proposed NBFC with asset size above 1 lakh crores may be classified into the upper layer based on the absolute asset threshold and others. This is also true. It is proposed, not yet implemented, I guess. RBI can require, RBI is taking many steps around the NBFCs nowadays. RBI can require an NBFC to obtain certificate of registration and maintain prescribed net own funds आपका for the carry business. Yes, 234. 234 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Correct, guys? This we have discussed. Okay, let's go through the fair practices. One question, I'll go back just after this. So next one आपका As the other is basically database आपका, but one question will go for that one. So as आपका RBI regulated NBFCs in this, so state fair practice NBFCs. So loan application form must contain relevant information enabling borrower to compare term and conditions offered by the NBFC of this. आपका seems 100% correct. Any revision in interest rate, service charges or repayment prepayment charges may be applied आपका retrospectively. No, they cannot charge on retrospective basis. It will be effective for the future transaction. If borrowers seek transfer of borrowable accounts, so it must be within 21 days. The board of each NBFC must adopt interest rate model considering factor such as cost of funds, margin, and risk premium, where आपका complaint remain unresolved for 1 month, customer they can approach to आपका NBFC and ombudsman, right? 1345 आपका means option B must be right answer for this particular one. Easy one, I guess. There is one question. I must go for this one, guys. Yes, very good. Why other people are not answering? I know it's very heavy to read out these particular statement. Mostly you will see half marks and 1 marks question. But how 1 marks question can be challenging or time consuming, that we are experiencing here. You can expect even 5 statement or आपका 4 statement or 3 statement for your 1 marks. Basically 3 to 5 statement. So 2 marker question will be the game changer. Just focus around those particular one. So regulatory compliance and the bank borrowing proposal for several NBFCs, and you have to find out the correct one. So for calculating आपका own funds of NBFC, reserve created through the revaluation of asset are excluded, while accumulated loss and intangible asset are deducted in that case. Preference shares can form part of the own funds only when the compulsorily convertible into equity. This is also true. Net owned funds are reduced by all investment in exposure to subsidiaries or group companies irrespective of threshold. This should be there, must be आपका threshold, right? Bank may extend आपका based need based finance to RBI registered NBFCs engage in permissible activities such as infrastructure, hire purchase, and others. Need base आपका. Bank are permitted to accept shares and debenture as collateral security to secure the guarantee of NBFC. Margin requirement are not. No, this is also wrong. So 124 A must be right answer for this particular. Please do remember these guidelines. Huh? That's why I came back to this particular question. Next one, guys. So consider the following statement regarding the applicability of Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 21 to NBFCs and scale-based regulation. So earlier, the NBFC Ombudsman was 2018. Then RBI come up with Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. So it is an integration of banking ombudsman, the digital payment, and the NBFC itself, right? So all cases are held with that particular same law. So under the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 21, core investment companies is included within the definition of the NBFC coverage. No, we have basically there are some NBFCs which are not included in that one here, like core investment companies or your finance companies or infrastructure development companies. They are not part of that particular one. The deposit taking and others, they'll be definitely part of that one. The scheme apply to service provided by the regulated entity in India to customers under among the other act आपका 24 Payment and Settlement Act. Yes, under the revised ombudsman scheme, Deputy Governor of RBI continue as the appellate authority No. Now we have आपका not deputy governor, but RBI appoint a person as a deputy आपका appellate authority for that one. Under the SBR framework, NBFC, P2P, आपका AA or housing finance or without public funds customers interface always remain in the base layer आपका team. SBR without public funds. This is true. Government owned NBFCs may be placed in the base layer or middle layer, but not in the upper layer. आपका yes, this is also correct. 245. 245 means option A should be right answer for this one. So CIC is specially excluded from the scheme. The definition of NBFC आपको propose that not include आपका CIC, IDF और आपका IFCs, right? The another one is a major change was the executive director of RBI was appointed as appellate authority आपका in place of deputy governors, and rest all are fine in this particular case itself, right? Okay, next one we have insurance companies team. No, not last question. Abhi we have two more unit, three more unit, 26, 27, 28. So now when it comes to insurance companies, so see this aapka, when it comes to insurance, it is also part of your module D things, unit number 36. So with there, it is all about the your insurance principles or the different type of insurance. Here it is all about the background, like the history or आपका FDI things or आपका we have this part is very very important. ठीक है, Insurance Act 1938, LIC Act 1956, GIC Act 1971. All these are important from this particular one, right? Okay, so when it comes to this, the ancient route and the recent one, go through these particular one once, do revise all these particular one. Okay. So life insurance, first insurance company was Oriental Life Insurance Company. Then in 1956 we merged all these particular one to LIC. Here, similarly here 1950 1850 Triton Insurance Company. Then आपका all these get merged and we created GIC आपका, ठीक है, General Insurance Business Nationalization Act आपका, through that particular one. Then we come up with आपका your IRDA, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, and RN Malhotra Committee also, that is very important one, and the IRDA and related areas and all. Now when it comes to your act आपका, ठीक है, these are bit important. Insurance Act, we have आपका LIC and GIC Act from the historical perspective. Apart from this, reinsurance, GIC Re, the next one which we have, that is GIC Re, insurance of insurance companies. Then आपका apart from this, repositories, okay, this is also very very important one, and where we have e-insurance also, okay, this must be part of this. Yes, e-insurance account, very very important one, right? So please do remember all these particular things also, right? Chalo, now let's go through some question. प्रदीप सर, डिनर टाइम अब भूल जाओ यार कुछ दिनों के लिए, हाँ? You have schedule like that कि this the fixed schedule, dinner, lunch, breakfast, huh? Now for next 1 month, थोड़ा बहुत, like you can do it side by side, huh? Just watch. We have remained with 3 units. From tomorrow, I'll be coming up with the AFM आपका things. So 6:30 onwards, I'll schedule those particular one also. Okay, or 7 o'clock, where you are comfortable. So first, आपका regarding the insurance sector in India. So आपका 2026 FDI 100% insurance through the automatic route आपका applicable regulation. Second one, the sector was originally open to private sector in 2000, yes, with 26% FDI. Insurance intermediaries in India already have 100% FDI. This is true. The next one is insurance. IRDA आपका the statutory regulators for the insurance sector. This is also correct. India's insurance penetration in financial year 26 is sharply above 50, no, 6% is too high. It should be in between 3 to 4%. Earlier it was even 1.5%, but it is increasing on year basis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 means option A. And it is India's insurance penetration remain 3.7% in financial year 25, not आपका above this one. Okay. So next one, Insurance Act. As I said, कि this is bit important. Insurance Act, LIC Act, and आपका GIC Act from this unit. So sometimes like these are not kind of a living topic, though the act are still applicable, but mostly you'll see the question around आपका unit number 46, the current insurance policies or the principle and others, and even from this unit e-insurance repositories and all. But sometime examiner, when they want to make that particular paper unnecessarily आपका difficult, they go for these things also. So the power relating to registration and supervision of insurer once handled by the आपका controller of insurer. Now it is mostly with the IRDA itself. Under the modern framework, every insurer is still required to renew certificate आपका annually, exactly at the same manners. Earlier this also correct. आपका it is annually also. What I remember this, we'll check this one again. Maybe this can be some other provision also. Section will do elimination 41. Section 41 of the prohibition rebate now provide penalties which extend far beyond the earlier आपका nominal fine of 5,000. Yes, now we have higher penalties. The tariff advisory committee continue to exercise the same mandatory tariff setting power and power over all the journal. This is wrong. The Insurance Act 1938 still contain provision relating to management expenses account policy. हाँ, this is आपका also integrated in IRDA also. तो 135 135 135 12 100%. This means this should be wrong आपका. Why it is wrong, we'll check. A. So incorrect आपका, the old annual renewal concept is outdated. आपका registration framework have changed significantly over time. Regulatory permission now operate under the amended provision and IRDA regulation, continuous validity, annual fee structure and this. ठीक है, instead of आपका periodic renewal. ठीक है, तो it is आपका kind of annual restructuring is there. Like every years they have to connect with the IRDA and the registration part, and they have to fee the fee. This is आपका true. Correct है? History base. This is very important. So intermediaries and in reinsurance in India, and you have to find out the correct one. So the regulator of insurance intermediaries in India, IRDA, and आपका brokers govern under the updated regulation replacing 2002 framework. The next one, a corporate agent in India can represent only one insurance. Corporate agent, only one insurance. आपका subject to IRDA. Corporate agent can represent one. Broker can have multiple. Means आपका this statement is true. Third statement आपका offering rebate and discount on insurance premium as an incumbent purchase of policy remain prohibited. This is true. GIC Re continues to function as India's domestic reinsurer, but no longer enjoy the monopoly. We do have international reinsurer also. As April 26, only Indian owned reinsurer are permitted. No, foreign reinsurers are also there. The 1, 2, 3, 4 means option B must be right answer for this particular one. Right. Next one. Only You guys are not answering or what? Acha, okay. Option A. What was your previous answer? Option B. Not A, guys. Stay. A is 135. 2 is also fine. Okay? 2 is also fine. We have corporate agent, आपका only one, and brokership. Brokership, they can have आपका multiple. That is the difference आपका, where you went wrong. Chalo, answer this question. So, insurance repositories and agent. Very, very important. Very, very important. Everyone, guys, let's try. Okay, I'm missing option D. So now I'll check the answer. So an insurance repository is authorized to maintain insurance policies in electronic form, but cannot solicit and sell insurance product. True है. Repositories are not allowed to make a sale of any policies. A person can open more than one. No, one per person, one account only. In one account, they can hold all the general life, everything. Life, आपका health, journal and annuity policies, participating insurance can help आपका electronically through the AI. Yes. The next one is your opening and maintaining e-insurance account is free of charge for the applicant. This is also true. An authorized representative in आपका e-insurance account automatically become entitled. No, they do not become entitled. They are not entitled for any claim and all until and unless it is they are designated by the policy holder itself, right? So 134 means option A will be right answer. Where you went wrong, ma'am? A will be Indra ma'am, Sushil sir, Pradeep sir. Everyone is like D D D. How come? A will be correct answer. ज़्यादा भूख लगी आप लोगों को? हाँ, ओके, चलो सेकंड लास्ट यूनिट, इंडियन फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम आपका रेगुलेटर्स, वेरी बेसिक वन आपका. वी हैव दीज रेगुलेटर्स आरबीआई, सेबी, एर्डा and आपका PFRD. This subject, this मतलब this module is bit boring. That's why I kept it for the last. I know like in module B or D, A, we have some sort of interesting areas, but this is something आपका where we have only facts आपका, ठीक है. But you have to go through these particular ones. So RBI objective, function, role. I hope now everyone is okay with these particular one, right? Then we have SEBI or SEBI functions or आपका the areas power and all. ILDA आपका the overall introduction and all, ठीक है. So the recommendation committee also, please remember this thing. This we have discussed just now only. So the areas, and then we have PFRDA, pension for the pension funds things and all, right. So all the pension funds related to this get managed by PFRDA. So the overall areas. So this is something key आपका bit important. But see, all these things apart from this PFRDA, every topic आपका or every other regulatory body which are dedicatedly part of your curriculum. Even PFRDA is also there in some topic आपका, but just a introduction itself, right? Okay, CS sir, very very good evening. So, with reference to role of financial sector regulators in India, the latest position of RBI, and consider the following statement. So, 2026 repo rate RBI stand. The repo rate of RBI stand at a 5.25% after being आपका kept unchanged in April 2026 MPC meeting. in April आपका I guess it was unchanged ना, previous to this one it got changed, right? Please do correct me if I'm wrong here. So Monetary Policy Committee of RBI consists 6 members including 3 external members. आपका that is true. Then next one we have RBI originally established 1935, nationalized in 1949. This is आपका this is 1949 1st January, हाँ correct है. Then next one, RBI is the sole regulator for India's entire financial sector. We do have other also. The next one is one of the core objective of RBI is to maintain financial stability in this too. Means आपका 1235. 1235 means option C, right? Means आपका this is also correct, right? So this is the one. The current repo as per the April is this, and the other areas itself. Easy one, I guess. Next one. Next one, guys. So direct and indirect monetary. We have discussed all these particular one in monetary policy, module B itself. So now I hope everyone will be able to mark correctly. So CRR refer to the proportion of NDTL that scheduled commercial bank must maintain with RBI in the form of cash. RBI required to pay interest on CRR, wrong है. LAF repo transaction are generally used for the liquidity injection against the government's collaterals, yes. The next one is your SDF, replace आपका reverse repo as a floor आपका rate of the policy corridor, it got replaced by the SDF, but reverse repo rate still exists in the market. MSS securities are issued as a part of the normal. No, they are not part of normal. It is like when there's a huge inflows from the FIs and all, to deal with those particular one, RV use this one, 2004, 134. 134 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Now I'll directly come to the function of SEBI. There are many questions created around this. RBI also. So there are many questions for RBI and even for the SEBI, even for the PFRD and all. Okay, content creators, they like these kind of topics because they easily can create questions around this. So next one, guys, SEBI, and you have to find out the correct statement. So SEBI was established as a statutory body under the SEBI 1992 to protect investor development regulation in this. True. Second, SEBI function under Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance. SEBI can regulate intermediaries in both primary and secondary market, including merchant bankers, brokers, depositors, and all. True hai. SEBI power similar to civil court in certain matters, such as summoning person. They can issue the summons. Aaka, examining them on oath or inspection. Yes, 100% true. Next one, आपका SEBI may suspend trading security of this. Yes. The next one is SEBI can order attachment of bank account. No, they cannot attach the bank account. Or in this case, SEBI may prohibit insider trading and regulate acquisition of shares in this. Yes. 1345. 13457 means option B must be right answer for this particular one. Correct, guys? Next one. B only you have marked, na? Very good. Chalo. Next one, guys. Next one. IRDA. Next one is about IRDA. IRDA is a statutory regulatory regulator responsible for regulation, promotion, and orderly growth of insurance and reinsurance business in the country. IRDA was originally established in 1999 under IRDA Act, a legal framework as this. True है. IRDA regulate all life insurance, health journals, TPAs, and other intermediaries. True है. IRDA has no role in policy holders protection. That is the core. Wrong है. Solvency margin regulation and monitoring of insurers fall under the supervisory function of IRDA itself. Rural and social sector obligations may be prescribed by IRDA for ensure and improve the inclusion. Yes. IRDA directly formulate and execute India's. That's completely wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 means option A only will be right answer for this particular question. Easy one and correctly answered. Very good. Next one. PFRDA, the last regulator, PFRDA, and you have to find out the correct. So PFRDA, and you have to find out the correct one. So PFRD was established in 2003, statutory status in upper 2013. National Pension System was launched in 2003, extended to all citizens of India in 2009. NPS was not. NPS was came in आपका it was around 2003 or 4 only. I'll not mark this one. NPS was around 3 or 4 only. Atal Pension Yojana is regulated by PFRDA, was launched in the year of 2015. NPS architecture consists tier 1 and tier 2 accounts, both which are regulated under the PFRDA. Central Record Keeping Agency services under the NPS currently performed by the multiple entities, including the eGov and others. Yes. The trustee bank for the National Pension System is State Bank of India, which is your true. Axis Bank, not State Bank of India. It is Axis Bank. Sorry, it is आपका Axis Bank, not आपका this include this. Axis Bank is the trustee, I guess. What I can remember this. Axis Bank only. Pension funds, आपका managers are appointed by PFRDA, are responsible for investing subscriber funds and all these particular one. Yes. So means आपका NPS, this should be 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. Means आपका this statement is also wrong. Why it is wrong? It is wrong because it is 2004. They were after the close date was there actually 2004 itself, right? Next question. Okay, how many people mark the correct answer? First trust might be unit trust. So that is Axis Bank only. Where it is. Okay. What was the doubt, Sushil sir? Can you help me with this? No, B is the right answer only. Not A, आपका B is the right answer. You have correctly marked the answer, right? So the Axis Bank, na, just a minute, where it was. The NPS, the trustee bank for the NPS is Axis Bank, right? It is Axis Bank. Please do remember this. All right. Chalo, next one, guys. Okay, last unit आपका. Reforms and development. So here again NEFIT is there, which we have practiced, NARCL, and then we have EASE. So we will be doing one question and we will be discussing EASE 8.0. That is very important from this particular one, right? So when it comes to the overall areas, three things. One is NEFIT, DFI, and आपका NARCL is a bad pan, and EASE agendas are basically the overall reforms agendas for the country itself, right? So NEFID आपका 21, which we have practiced or discussed आपका multiple time, right? So this is the structure, overall structure of NAFID, the chairperson or आपका the deposit amount act and everything, the areas of आपका workings and all, right? And functions of NAFID also we have discussed. Then we have आपका bad banks, आप NARCL. So NARCL is which is owned by the S1 and more than 500 crore rupees आपका bad loans on NPS, it generally work around. We have NARCL which generally purchase asset from the bank, pay upfront 15%, 85% up for the remaining 85% it issue the receipt. Then आपका recovery things is generally done by India Debt Resolution आपका company limited, which is majorly owned by the private sector, 51% by the private sector, 49% by the आपका this. तो आपका when it comes to bank identify stress asset, NARCL आपका they generally purchase those particular one, pay 15% cash immediately, 85% आपका security receipt there. ठीक है, that is आपका once they receive the once they recover, then only they'll pay back to them. Okay. Ease आपका when it comes to ease, so 2017 we come up with this particular one. In 2018 onwards we started ease 1.12345 okay. So the strategy session आपका between government and this, so basically what we want to achieve आपका clean lending, better customer services, enhance credit availability, focus on MSMEs and all during that particular period. This was the agenda. Then we come up with the different आपका ease one. In your book आपका they have till 5 only, but now we have ease 8.0, right, the recent one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and the 8, this is the 8th one which is known as आपका which is known as ease rise. ठीक है, so launch as ease rise, the latest आपका iteration of the Indian government's reforms agenda for public sector banks, focusing on strengthening risk management, digital innovation, Gen AI, and customer experiences. It prioritizes 4 areas आपका, very very important one: risk and resilience, innovation, socio-economic impact, and excellence. So these are the focus areas. Generative AI adoption, 7 PSBs have developed over 32 gen आपका AIs application for automating आपका workflows and others. Ease rise pillars, आपका 4 key pillars: risk and resilience, innovation, socio-economic impact, and excellence. Then we have inclusivity and governance, implementation of Dibyanjan, sorry, Dibyanjan. It is basically a Hindi word. Dibyanjan, it is means आपका a person with disability. आपका inclusive framework with आपका dedicated accessibility cell and increasing the focus creation, customer service and sale, and digital transformation. The objective is risk and resilience, operational efficiency, support for the gig workers and others. That is generally part of this one. Okay? Gig workers are basically, like we used to say, कि Indian economy is a gig economy, like person who is part of the semi kind of regulated things like the delivery boy or the other आपका the small workers, right? So they are generally part of this particular one. Let's practice this one. So infrastructure project generally involve large investment, long gestation period before they begin आपका contributing to output. Like let's say if you are constructing some highways, some आपका your dam or airports and others, so gestation period is bit long in these particular case. Most infrastructure sector exhibit economies of scale due to heavy overhead capital and bulk investment requirements, right? If you are constructing some highway, it requires thousands of crores. Infrastructure does not generate आपका externalities. It does आपका externalities. It's like if we'll be having proper infrastructure, it will boost आपका economy or the transportation things and all. This is wrong, right? A purely competitive market system is sufficient to achieve the optimal provision of infrastructure. No, again, this should be wrong, right? this is not the only elements आपका. The next one, many infrastructure service tend to आपका display characteristics of natural monopoly because significant economies of scale itself. If private entities आपका infrastructure thus market forces a consumer protection, this is also correct. Private entities are allow infrastructure regulatory oversight become unnecessary. No, regulatory over it will not become unnecessary. Sorry, it will, like, it must be exist, otherwise there will be monopoly. Infrastructure development support inclusive growth by promoting this and other areas. So 1257, 1257 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. This was easy. NEFIT, okay, we'll directly come to the NEFIT. NEFIT, this is, I guess, third time or fourth time we are practicing this area. So NEFIT has been established a principal development institution in India for financing long-term infrastructure. Central government initially 100%, they can reduce to 26%. NEFIT permitted to accept retail deposit, completely wrong. One of the function of NEFIT include refinance existing infrastructure loan as well as extending the fresh loan advances. Yes. The next one is your NEFIT classified as scheduled commercial bank. It is a DFI. 124, 124, 124 means आपका option D will be right answer for this particular. Correct? Very good. Next one, NARCL. NARCL. So consider आपका NARCL and IDRCL. You have to find out the correct one. Okay, now you answer this question, guys. So NARCL was incorporated in 21 as AR. IDRCL function as operational आपका resolution and management company in which public sector bank hold 49% equity and remaining आपका by the private sector bank. IDRCL 49, 51% by this. This is also correct. Third one is the original design of NARCL model involve acquisition of stress asset through 100% cash and immediately. No, it was 1580 आपका. It was that same structure only, right? The transfer of mechanism where 15% is 85% security receipt and the other area, yes. The minimum threshold over the account is eligible for this 500 crores and आपका 2 lakh stresses and all, this is true. So means 1245. 1245 means option 1245. 1245. Right. Option B must be right answer. What you guys suggesting? Yes. Option B. No. D. No. No. B only. It is आपका 1245. 1245. D. Third one is wrong. So this is the wrong one. Rest all are fine. Next one. Final question, but bit lengthy. So please go through this one. It include your ease things up, all ease reforms and ease related areas. Come on, guys. So when it comes to ease, the ease reform agenda was developed based on the recommendation of full-time directors and senior managers. This which conducted a meeting up in 2017. That is true. Ease banking reform index आपका evaluate PSBs using more than 120 objective parameters and all. This is also correct. Third one is your ease 1.0 consists 6 themes, 30 action plans, and respective of this area also. This is also correct. The third one, sorry, the fourth statement is 2.0 strength institution, including आपका loan management system, early warning system, and evolve this. This should be correct actually. Okay. Third one is आपका. Okay, now you just, if somebody want to answer this one, otherwise I'll go to answer only. Sambhavi ma'am is saying option C. Sambhavi ma'am, I guess mark the first answer, for the day. Okay, so ma'am, we'll lock your answer and we'll see the answer first, because this is something like I just forget that आपका the 2, 3, 4 आपका what happened during that period. Even that is not relevant also. This 8th is not included in this one here. And this is about the 8th actually. E7 and 8 आपका together focus on the advanced AI, personalization, customer this, MSME and all these, Gen AI. And so this is 9th one is 100% true, right? 8th आपका 6th. Okay, I'll check the answer only. A is the correct answer, guys. First statement, which is true. Second one also true. Third one आपका 1.0 6 themes, 30 action points, and this आपका 2.0 strengthen the LMS, EWS and recovery framework. Ease 3.0 AI analytics and fintech, and आपका 4 is 24/7 resilient banking collaborative ecosystem. 5 is आपका focus on digital customer experiences. 6 is आपका analytical driven areas and all. 7th and 8 आपका that is related to this. Means all the statement which is given in your state question itself, they all are correct here. Okay, check. This is it. So this is all about your IE and IFS आपका 2026 May exam. Now it's up to you. Okay, बढ़िया समझाना है आपको. Now I'll see you tomorrow, but we will be start doing revision for AFM things, because like people are more worrying around the AFM things. So I'll be conducting 3 sessions every day, 7 to 9, 7 to 9 for next 3 days. Then आपका one day, that Saturday I'll not do any session, because you will be needing one day to revise and recall things and all, or even you have to calm yourself also. And then आपका Sunday onwards again we will be starting things and all right guys. So yes, so like this is all about why I have done this particular thing early, because you'll get some buffer time to practice mock and other things. And my suggestion is key now go for the areas and other things. Just go for those particular things, they'll help you. I and IFS now, like I see if I'll add something else Munisami sir, a day before of examination and all, that is actually not a right strategy. What you should do aapka, like the revision part will help you, because like in my experience how we create the question, we include each and every word of that particular book. So with questions and all, we have aapka try to include all things from your curriculum. So there is like what else is key, just AFM. Why I'm okay with AFM, because that is something different that will change your mode from that IFS and all. Then Saturday you can relax, you can just go through things and all. I'll create one PDF for the concept things, just revise through that particular one only, right? Okay, module D, module B only. just go through the recent one, and even if you want one additional one there is I have done last time also one session aapka around module D and module B. You can watch those, because the question is completely different. You will see a different set of question there also, if you want. But I'll personally not suggest. Whatever we have done, that is more than sufficient. Just go for that one. ठीक है Munisami sir, definitely. चलो 1 hour 2 hours will do आपका will go through the things and all. हाँ चलो okay. uh, PPB marathon आपका, yes definitely we will be doing PPB marathon from the Sunday itself, just the day of your examination we will be doing आपका PPB and AFM marathon session. All right guys, चलो, so this is it from my side. Thank you for joining this session. I know like today there was lots of statements and all. Concept PDF I have already shared. Krishna sir, if you not got those particular one, please do let me know. I'll share with you personally, and I'll share in the group itself just after this session also. In tonight, आपका ठीक है. I have already shared the concept PDF module wise आपका for all the four modules. Tonight also I'll share just after around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I'll again or resend those particular one. Or you can personally ping me on app also, so I'll not forget that one. Okay. Okay, chalo. Actually, the file size is big, so I won't be able to upload those one. They are more than 40 MB and the limit is 40 MB only, right? Krishna sir, in chat only. In app, na, there is a chat. It will show आपका JIB all-in-one 2026. In that group only, I have already shared and I'll resend those particular. No worries. So everyone will everyone will have access to those particular things. All right, guys. Chalo. So on app also you can personally ping me, right? Chalo. So this is it from my side, guys. Thank you for uh actually I tried that particular one that compress things in others. Even that is not working for me. Okay. Pradeep sir, I'll connect you someday for these kind of technical things also. Chalo guys. So this is it from my side. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. So bye bye. Take care all. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.